Hello, welcome to yet another week because we're weekly now. I know, like this is such a big deal. We were bi-weekly leading up into the season, and now we've got the studio.
Yeah.
And I'm here with my co-host Jordan, who made this all happen. And I'm Sarah, your host for the Silverwood Show, and we're gonna have a great episode.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk Park Pulse.
The hope is we always have a great episode, but
obviously
this one is actually really, really fun.
It is. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Between Park Pulse, we got the mail train. We're gonna be calling another loyal listener. See if they can.
And no one's won the extra.
The sounder.
Yeah. The $50. Well, the
$25
bonus. No one's won that
for picking out that sound. But I think
maybe
this
today.
Week is going to be.
Maybe today.
I hope so. We have to tell them which ones have already been chosen.
Yeah.
So, and of course, we've got your mail train questions that we're going to answer, and then we're heading into the big drop with our special guest, Steve Carey. He is our director of sales here at the park.
He's a lot more than that.
He's fun. Let's just say he's fun, and we're going to play some games with him. A game
with him, and it's a really fun game. So we have that, and then he also has a really good inside scoop. So stay tuned till the end to hear his inside scoop that will help you with your trip to the park next.
Yeah. And you're only going to hear it here on the podcast.
Right.
So what do you say we get started?
Yep, let's head into the Park Pulse.
Park Pulse.
All right, we are 3 weeks out, Jordan. 3 weeks out. So I just need you to give me some updates. What's going on right now?
Well, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
We're still in our last chance sale, which is happening at this moment until the 25th of April, which is you'll save $18 on tickets. I feel like I keep saying this, but it's gonna come, and people are gonna be like, "Wait, I didn't know
Nobody
about
told
this."
me.
Exactly. So hopefully that's part of it, and then. After that, they will go up in price.
Yeah.
So that's for a regular day. And then on the other side, we have our May tickets that will start to go on sale on Monday.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Okay.
So Monday,
nice.
Which includes like our anniversary weekend, Mother's Day weekend, kids weekend, and then other days when the water park's not open.
Yeah.
So
those are a discount.
Those are a
well.
discount. Yep. So that includes like some days at the end of May and beginning of June before the water park opens on the weekends, and then goes full time on the 7th.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be here.
It's gonna be here, and then it's gonna be Scarywood, and then we're gonna like, where'd that season
what
go?
Happened?
Yeah,
exactly. So here we are, 3 weeks out, and anything else for the Park Pulse? Are we gonna keep that one short and sweet?
No, I think we just got a delivery this week.
A delivery.
Yeah, we got a delivery of our trains.
I went and I took pictures.
You did take pictures of it.
I'm not going to lie, I sat in it. I had to see if it was comfy or not.
Yeah.
The new Millennium Flyer trains.
Yep.
And they're pretty.
They're
real pretty. I like the wood grain.
The wood grain's really nice, isn't it? Yeah.
It's fancy. Yeah. And they're more comfy than this couch.
Oh, that's good.
There's some major squish, so your butt's not going to hurt on the ride, which is fantastic. And so weird, no seatbelts.
Yeah, no seatbelts, but they do have a different restraint system that actually comes. It's called a T-bar. It comes between your legs, and so that is you don't need seatbelts on this one. Yeah. So we're really, and they actually ratchet it down tighter than what could be done before.
I felt very safe in my not moving position. So
I was like, you weren't even on the roller coaster. That's fine.
Hey, I was on a pallet.
A pallet? Ooh,
that wasn't very
scary.
Sturdy. So, I mean, anything could have happened at that moment. So,
safety first.
Safety first, always.
Yes.
But they look fantastic. I can't wait to get logos on there and all that good stuff.
They're still that nice, pretty Tremors blue, and they will look great going around this track. So the first one came. The second one should be coming soon, and we'll continue to update you on that.
Yeah. So keep an eye on our social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. That's where the pictures always are.
Yeah.
So what else?
I mean, just getting ready for dry run. We have our performers are coming in this up next week.
Super excited.
Lots of people are coming in for training again, and we are gearing up. It's going to be here, and the weather's turning nicer, and so that's kind of the key for us. It's like finally we get some nice weather.
Yeah, it feels like spring out there. The grass is green. Everybody's out there. It's just there's energy again. You can feel the energy coming back and familiar faces as well. So, what do you say we head into that mail train?
Mail train.
All right. So we've got some questions from our listeners that were not covered last week in our big mail train episode. So should we answer those?
Sure.
I think we should.
They're on here.
I think we'll do that first, and then we'll go into our loyal listener.
Okay.
So we'll save that for last. Best for last. So Eileen Lewis, she wants to know what a trackless roller coaster looks like. Will it be the same? She's so sad, but she's so excited.
So this caused a little bit of confusion, which was unintended confusion. So
we're going to clarify some
Yes,
things.
in the roller coaster community, we used to they would do something called like a trainless Tuesday. And so we took that and spun it to a Trackless Tuesday since Tremors was getting new track done.
Yeah.
And so the track wasn't on there. The track is coming back and the track is back on there. So it is not a trackless roller coaster. It is a full steel coaster, a 208 retrack coaster produced by Rocky Mountain Construction, local company, and we're really excited about it. So for those who are sad and also excited about a trackless coaster, it's not trackless.
No.
There is a track.
I mean, someday maybe we can float. Maybe.
Yeah.
But probably not for a few more years.
Probably not.
I wasn't ignoring it. Has something to do with it, right? So, right. So, Eileen, there's the answer to that, and a few others. I'm kind of grouping those together because there was more than one person that wanted to know what a trackless coaster looked like. So, don't worry.
There's track.
And it's nice, let me tell you. So, how about Janice, who wants to know, has Silverwood thought about having an app like Disneyland that shows ride wait times and being able to order food?
We have so. Yes. Oh, the short answer is yes. We thought about it. We used to have an app, and it was done third party. It wasn't done super well, and so we kind of just went away with it. We wanted it to do wait times, but it couldn't, and so the capability just wasn't there. We would love to do something like that. We actually have been talking about what that could look like if we did something that was more web based, but. That is something that I think we will eventually get. But we just don't. Right now, we don't have the infrastructure for wait times or anything like that. So we really need to handle some of the more infrastructure stuff before we head into something like an app that that is capable of all of that.
Yeah, but it's definitely probably in the future.
It's definitely probably.
Yeah, and hopefully it's easier to manage than the one over at that other park because I struggle with that one. Let me tell you, I can never find what I'm looking for. So we're going to be above and beyond that one. So thank you, Janice, for that question. The next one is from Haley Garcia. She wants to know, what is the best ride for my 11-year-old that's too big for the small rides but too scared for the big rides? Jordan, I think you could answer this really well.
Yes. So thinking about the park in itself, I mean, there is definitely both sides. So I would head towards those medium intensity attractions. So on our website, you can go and you can search just by medium intensity. And that would be the ones that would probably be more up to that speed. I would also wonder what is considered high intensity because like Aftershock obviously is high intensity. A lot of our the wood coasters and all that. So a lot of the younger kids do that still just because it doesn't go upside down. And so that is one that maybe is your gateway into like Stunt Pilot and Aftershock. Corkscrew is a great one for that for your first like upside down roller coaster. And then on the water park side, you have your family raft rides, which are perfect, 42-inch height requirement, so they can go on Avalanche Mountain, Ricochet Rapids.
You got your family there to kind of keep you comfort,
exactly.
you know? Yeah. So
probably the only one on the water park side that you would probably want to stay away from if you're like scared of the high intensity would be Velocity Peak.
Yeah. I'm scared of that one. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
That much water up my nose at that speed is just, I'm good.
Well, and then, I mean, thinking about Eagle Hunt is probably that next step.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down below Velocity Peak, just because it's a different feeling to go up and down those hills, and you're not used to that on a water slide.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And you've got someone with you. Can keep you safe.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes.
But so really good question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. So Haley, thank you for that. I think it's time that we choose a winner.
Okay. So our loyal listener, if you want to be a loyal listener, how do you become a loyal listener?
All right. So loyal listeners, this is all you got to do. If you've been listening and you want a chance to be on the show, you want a chance to win tickets, all you have to do is go to silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast and sign up. And every week we generate a random number between 1 and whatever that last listener was. And today it was 1 to 401. So we officially hit that 400 mark for our loyal listeners. So
that's crazy.
I know. It's great. 401.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Let's get to 500 by next week.
500 by next week is a little ambitious.
No, it's not.
Okay, we can do it.
Yeah, no doubts in my mind whatsoever. But what do you say we generate a number and figure out who that person's going to be?
Yes, so we are going to go.
Let's generate.
To the loyal listener generator. Here we go.
We have a winner.
We have a winner. And our winner is number 200. Scott.
Hello.
Hey, Scott. This is Sarah and Jordan calling from the Silverwood Show Podcast. How you doing?
Fantastic.
That's what I like
great
to
to hear.
And he even had that, like, he's fantastic. I like this. You're going to be more fantastic because, first of all, you just won a pair of tickets to Silverwood for being a loyal listener.
Yeah.
But we kind of wanted to see if maybe you wanted to add on to that prize. Now, you get this prize no matter what. You get your 2 tickets. But what if we told you could win up to $50 additionally?
Hey, I'm all game.
There you go. That's what we like to hear.
Yes. All right. He's ready. So let's get to know you first. How long have you been coming to the park? Have you been to the park before?
I've been coming to the park since, probably since 2008.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice. Awesome.
What's your favorite ride?
Yeah, Jordan got me.
Favorite ride? Probably Tremors. Classic.
So are you excited about the upgrade?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be amazing. The new trains came in. Everything is just so sparkly and new.
Looks good.
And it
Looks so good.
So upgraded. So you're gonna have a lot of fun. How about your favorite food?
Favorite food? I did try out the new place at the water park side.
Okay.
Rabbit's Grill.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some delicious food there.
That's good.
That's
to
great.
know. Yeah, awesome. That's a fun little. We like getting tips from our actual visitors,
Right.
That aren't just us who are here every single day. So, so what we're going to do with you, we're going to play a little game of true or false. So I'm going to give you a statement. And then you just have to tell me, you got a 50-50 chance if that statement is true or false. And we're going to go through 5 of those. And after that, we're going to give you our $25 bonus. And each of those true or false are worth 5. But that $25 bonus is going to be the sound. And if you can guess what that sound is, then you're going to get that 25 on top of it. So are you ready?
Sounds good.
All right. So the first statement, true or false? We outbid Disney for our steam engine train.
True.
Correct.
Very good. $5 in the bank.
$5. All right. You're getting off to a good start here. Okay. Second one. A Bengal tiger cub was raised at Silverwood.
False.
This is a tricky one because we did have a we had a Bengal.
His name was Tigger.
Tigger back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So you would have missed it.
Yeah.
But
So kind of a trick
understandable.
question.
There you
He's
go.
no longer here. He got rehomed. But okay. Third one. Timber Terror goes through a gift shop.
True.
It was a trick question. It's Tremors.
No.
I know.
That's okay.
That's all me. Just being a joke.
That was a trick.
Here.
That was a trick question.
Okay.
Okay, here we
got
go.
another one. Spin Cycle was relocated from Six Flags Great America.
True.
No, I'm sorry.
It's Aftershock.
Aftershock.
Aftershock was out. But you still got more. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one? Eagle Hunt has been nominated in the USA Today's 10 Best poll.
10 best what?
10 best water coasters.
Yeah.
True.
There you go. $10.
Yes, $10. And just to let the rest of the audience know, you can go vote daily for Eagle Hunt at sw4.fun/vote.
Yes.
Yes.
We want Eagle Hunt to win that.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So next we have the sound bite that I'm going to play for you. It is a ride at Silverwood, and I'm going to tell you the rides that have been wrong guesses so far. So we've had Log Flume, we've had Bumper Boats, and we've had Thunder Canyon as our guesses so far, and they've all been wrong. So here comes that sound bite. Okay, for $25 extra, what ride is that?
Oh man, I was thinking the first one that you said. I don't know.
No guess?
Give us
No
a wild
guess.
guess. Give us a wild guess.
Okay. Okay, well, that's going to move
that's
on.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
we'll
okay.
move on to the next one.
That's going to go on to the next person.
Yeah.
So you got $10
You
though
got
to
$10.
add to your 2 tickets, and that will get you a couple funnel cakes, or you
Fruit
can buy some
Fetty
ice
funnel
cream.
cakes.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy about that.
Perfect.
So I'll give you a call a little bit later, get all your info from you, let you know how to get your tickets. And in the meantime, thank you so much for signing up to be a loyal listener.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Man, I can't wait for someone to get that.
I
I'm
know.
going to probably lose my mind.
I know.
I'm so excited. So, all right, if you're screaming at the phone or screaming at your stereo
You
or
think
whatever
you know
you're
it.
listening on, yeah, make sure you sign up to be a loyal listener because you might be the one that wins it. Maybe we'll have to I don't know, give hints.
I don't know.
After a while.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. But I'm so excited. Let's go into our big drop and talk to Steve. What do you say?
Let's do it. Big drop.
The Big Drop.
And we are back, and we are with our very special guest of the week. I've been begging for this guy to come onto our show since we basically started. So we have got the one, the only Steve Carey. He is our director of sales here at Silverwood. Steve, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I appreciate the begging. I was hoping to drag that on as much as possible because it really doesn't happen ever.
Well, don't you have your own podcast?
Well, I did for a while. Yeah,
Okay.
I did a few years with
So
a
you
podcast.
shouldn't be
yeah.
nervous.
I know. Yeah, but normally I make it about other people, and now it's about me a little bit.
Says the guy who wore the mullet wig
I
to
know.
our annual meeting.
I secretly love attention.
All
Yeah.
a facade.
Secretly loves attention. Listen to him. Okay, so we need to get to know you a little bit.
A little, just a little. Yes.
Just a little. Tell us about yourself. How long have you been here at the park? So on and so forth.
I've been at the park for almost 8 years now, which sounds weird to say. I was thinking about that. Like, how long have I been here? And it's been almost 8 years. This July, it'll be 8.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
so
Again,
pretty wild.
another staff member with longevity, which we love.
Yeah, because that 2017.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
Yeah, because we became directors really at the same time.
Yeah, it was really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember my first director meeting, and I think you were in it.
You're like, who is this guy?
I have no idea who this guy is.
It's a random stranger.
But there was lots of turnover happening at the time, so it wasn't like surprising.
Yeah.
We knew that there was a new salesperson coming in too. So
Yeah.
And you've been doing sales for a long time.
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those sales is one of those things you kind of just fall into. You don't get a degree in sales in college or something. It's more like a communications degree, which is what I got.
Hey, that's the same thing here.
And then at some point in your life, somebody goes, "Hey, you'd be good at sales," and you go, "All right, well, I'll give it a shot." So
yeah.
my dad was also in sales, so was my mom. So it just kind of worked out just fine.
well, that makes it easy.
My dad sold cars. Actually, that's where I get my car sales background.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you doing before Silverwood? Because I met you. Was it when you worked for the resort?
Yeah, I worked at the Coeur d'Alene
Okay.
Resort. I actually started.
Yeah.
When I finished college, my first job out of college, I was a caddy at the Coeur d'Alene Resort
Okay.
Golf Course. I'm a golf nut. Everybody around here knows that. And my first job was caddying, and then I moved into group sales. I finally worked as a caddy for a while, and I go, "Is there anything in sales that I can do?" And they had a spot for me, so I slid into sales and did hotel group sales for quite a while.
Okay.
Before I came here.
And now here you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to stay here forever.
Yes, please.
That's what I say
please.
too. Okay, so you're out and about in the park for the day. What's your go-to ride and your go-to food?
Oh.
Well, go-to ride changes, I've learned, as you get older. Well, there was a time when I would have said Aftershock all day long. I've ridden one time I rode Aftershock 3 times in about an hour. It's no longer my favorite.
Wow.
I still love
That's impressive,
that ride.
though.
I still love that ride, but as you get older, it kind of changes a little bit. Now I'm kind of in a little bit more of a classic. I love the corkscrew a lot. Just kind of a nice, smooth, get me into a fun ride. Probably a lot of people don't say corkscrew, but I'm going with corkscrew. I do love, Stunt Pilot's fantastic too. But as I get older, the big, huge coasters aren't quite as good for my head.
The negative, what are they called?
Negative G's.
The negative
Yeah.
G's.
Yeah.
Not so
I'm
great.
more of a positive G kind of guy.
So the train ride's more your style. That's what you're saying. He won't admit it.
Yeah.
But. Okay, and what are you eating after corkscrew?
Well, I'm an ice cream guy all day long. The Huckleberry Shakes. Come on.
Nope. Yep.
So good.
Yeah,
Are you gonna?
that doesn't have to be after the corkscrew. That can be before.
I was thinking you didn't want to throw it up on corkscrew.
I could do a
so.
Huckleberry Shake anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime.
Are you going to be dipping your French fries in the soft serve this summer?
I've not done that, but yes, I'm gonna try it because
have
that
to.
does sound right up my alley. I love sweet and salty stuff.
You love both.
Yeah.
Are you more sweet than salty?
Definitely sweet is what I'm going for first, but then once I hit the sweet sweet max. It's like, well, now I need something salty to kind of balance that out. And
the
then,
two separate stomachs.
And then the cycle starts over
okay.
again, right?
Okay, yeah. Once you fill up one, you got to fill up the other.
There you go.
So you've been here for 8 years. What's your favorite memory of the park?
Oh, wow. I think my favorite memory about Silverwood was when I asked my kids what they would think about me working at Silverwood.
Oh, the excitement, right?
I mean, my kids are 14 and 11 now, so this is 8 years ago. They were pretty little, but it was so much fun to just, hey guys, come in here. Do you guys know Silverwood? Yes. What do you think about me working there? What? And there was a lot of screaming, a lot of jumping around. So that's been the most fun because they come here all the time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't say when he was in our commercial.
That is awesome.
Let's talk about this commercial. I need to know about this.
We've used it for quite a few years for our Father's Day weekend.
That's right. Yeah. I kind of forget about that, but my brother called me. He lives in Western Washington and called me. He goes, did I just see you? I saw you in a commercial chasing chickens around.
Wait, what? Okay, I need some background on this.
So we had this concept to make it like an infomercial style commercial. And we thought, why not Steve? Because if you don't know, Steve's like, his silhouette is everywhere around the park.
Yeah, I'm secretly Silverwood's mascot.
Yeah, seriously.
Really?
He's like the
Okay.
piano player silhouette.
Yeah.
He's the do not put your legs out silhouette for Aftershock.
Aftershock, yeah.
He's are you
I'm the train conductor.
The train conductor, yeah, that's what I thought. So there's Steve's everywhere.
Wow.
Secretly
I
everywhere.
never knew.
Yes.
I want to go on a Steve like Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, it's like
Find all
the
Steves.
hidden Mickeys, but it's the hidden Steves.
Well, for our listeners, now they know. Go look
Yeah,
for the
A
Steves
fun
in the park.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I haven't told you because I tell everyone. I'm like, just so you know, that's me right there.
How have you not? Like you said, you secretly like attention. I'm
secretly
surprised
love
you
it.
missed that. You dropped the ball there, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Chickens, though?
Yeah, so this infomercial, it kind of started off like dads that like are I forgot. I'm kind of forgetting how
I
it
remember
goes.
my line. I had a line that was, I have no time for fun.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
dads
think
have
that
no
was
time
all.
for fun because they're always out doing stuff. And so he was doing these like ridiculous things. Like
Yeah, I think I was
we were-
chopping wood. Right?
We were chopped wood. We had him chase a chicken. This was over at Michelle's house.
Oh my
and
gosh.
and then the last scene is him sleeping on like one of the recliner chairs in her house, and his kids are running around, his actual kids, and they hit him in the face with a pillow.
really hard. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we're like, we
Daughter.
told Paige, we're like,
Yeah.
Paige, you have to hit it hard, and you have to make sure that it's convincing. And she took that
Very
and
seriously.
The very first time we took the cut because we did like a time lapse, and then we're like, okay, now it's your time. And she goes over and she hit him so hard, all of us go, oh! And it was perfect. It worked.
One and done.
It was no acting.
Okay, so we're gonna have to find this.
We
and I need to
have
see
it.
it.
We've
Yeah.
used it probably like 3 or 4 years.
Oh
in
yeah,
a row.
and I didn't know we were going to use it the next year. So I had people going, I saw you in a commercial. I'm like, last year? No, it's on right now.
It's
I'm
too
really
good to
excited
not
about
use
this.
it.
See, and I started in July, so I just missed the
Yeah,
whole
you just
Father's Day
missed it.
thing.
You
So
missed it.
this
Yeah,
is
it's
going to be
coming
brand
up.
new for me.
Yeah.
I'll have something to look forward to. Thanks, Steve. How's the chicken though? The chicken's okay.
Yeah, I couldn't
Okay.
catch it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It
Good.
was
Just making
fast.
sure. And there were no broken noses. No Steves were harmed in the making of this commercial.
Mild concussion, but
Okay.
it's mostly okay.
It was fun.
Okay, that's good to know. That's a fun little tidbit there.
Kind of
So
forgot about
I don't know the segue from that into sales, but
Selling fun. He's
we're
selling fun.
yes, he's selling fun, not chickens. So Steve, tell us a little bit about your job here at the park. What do you do?
Well, my title is director of sales, so I have a group sales team that I work with, and we book all the groups that come into the park. So anything that's 15 or more. If you have 15 people or more, you can form a group and get a discount. And the larger the group, the bigger the discount. So
Okay.
we've got huge corporate groups that come in from all over the Northwest. Tons of family groups. So families get together, and we've got 20 people. Okay, well, you're qualified for a discount. So we set all that up. And the group sales team is really a one-stop shop, right? Where in the hotel business, my background comes from hotel group sales, where you work with a group sales manager, and then once you book it, they pass you off to a catering manager who then passes you off to accounting to finish your bill, right? So there's all these different things. Well, we're like one stop, like everything is in one office where you're going to work with one person. Say it's Amy Carr who books our corporate accounts, and you're going to work with her on booking your group. And then when you're on site, she's going to be your contact. She's going to help book your catering, your food, all that stuff. Whatever you need, parking passes, roller coaster alleys. And then once your event is over, she's going to help with your billing. So it's just great to have one person. You're not like, okay, I got 5 different people that I'm now working with, and
getting tossed around.
Steve said this, and Sarah said that, and Jordan said that. It's like, no, you've got one person telling you everything. So it's a really cool setup, and it's the best way to book a group, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got a great team over there for sure.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so positive and fun. We have a great time. So.
Yeah, lots and lots of fun.
Yeah.
Explain a little bit about these groups. So you said Roller Coaster Alley.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people might not know what that is.
Yeah, and I know you guys have talked about it on the show before, which thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Roller Coaster Alley, it's an exclusive group event that you can do where you, when you come up the stairs, there's a Roller Coaster Alley entrance to your left. A lot of people just hang a right and go right in through the gate. But on the left side, it's a special ticketed event for groups. We do open it occasionally on busy days just to get people in quicker, but it's a private event, and it's ticketed for your group specifically, and you get all of our Roller Coaster Alley coasters, right? So you get Tremors, Timber Terror, you get Spin Cycle, Stunt Pilot we throw in there, Panic Plunge. So that's something you can book in advance with the group team, and that is at 10 a.m. The park opens at 11, so you can get that 1 hour of ride time in advance just to get you through there.
That's priceless.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Everybody loves if you do it, if your company does it, even family groups do it. You get 50 people and you're like, okay, we're going to do Roller Coaster Alley for the 50 of us and just ride coasters like crazy for an hour and then spend the rest of the day doing whatever you guys want.
That's a great way to manage some time too when you're in a big group like that.
Yeah.
So can you book that any day?
Yeah, you can book a Roller Coaster Alley any day that we're open. And we do exclusive, like you can just book your own group on Saturdays. The rest of the week we can book multiple groups, but we'll do an exclusive on certain days too, where it's just you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. That's VIP right there.
Yeah. Well,
having the whole park to yourself.
Yeah, it's how you guarantee you get to ride some of these rides, and then you can spend your day doing other things too, which is nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm sure people love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's the way to do it for sure. And especially, we get busy days where suddenly it's there's a big crowd heading into the park and you're going the other way and going, bye everybody.
Yeah.
We'll be in already by the time you're
What's your biggest group, do you think, that you've ever
we go a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Probably around that 2,000 range.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got a few of them in that size.
And so where do we put all of them? Tell us about your group areas.
So we've got we can take care of them in our picnic pavilions.
Yeah.
That's where everybody goes. We've got our conductor meal down there, and we can run people through there like crazy because it's an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet down at the pavilions at the south end of the park. So we'll send groups down that way, and they'll eat lunch, and we block it off. You can get like 12 to 2, or sometimes if you're big enough, we'll do a 12 to 3 p.m. 3-hour window.
Nice.
And run people through that buffet, and it's perfect because you can all eat at the same time or eat in different waves, and then get back to the park.
What are some of the things in that buffet, Steve?
Yeah.
I just want to hear. I'm
Is
hungry
this the
right
quiz?
now. Yes.
Are we jumping right into the game?
We're jumping right in.
You got pulled pork sandwiches. You got barbecue chicken on there. You've got baked beans, corn on the cob. Oh gosh, I'm always forgetting a few
Is there
things.
macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, there's mac and cheese on there.
Yeah. It's like our chuck wagon, but there's different options, right?
Yeah, it's basically the chuck wagon that we sell down there. I mean, we do have a school value meal that costs a little bit less. That's a little bit pared down. It's a little bit shorter list, but that's for the schools, so that keeps it affordable for them.
Yeah. When do you recommend groups coming to the park and visiting?
I would say, anywhere in that June, like June's a great month for groups to come in. We start getting pretty busy with groups in July and August. That's when a lot of our corporate stuff, like we book a ton of school groups in the month of May and June. And then corporate groups really start to pick up in July and August. We do get some school groups kind of in that late June, early September timeframe, but I would say a great group time is that Monday through Friday for multiple reasons. One of them being that's the work week. So if you get your corporate group out Monday through Friday, everybody gets to take the day off work too.
I'm sure they love that.
Double bonus.
So
yes.
all the bosses out there, I highly recommend like a Wednesday would be great. Friday.
This is why he's a salesperson right here.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
absolutely. And those pavilions, that whole area over there is so nice and it's shaded and it's it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's like Central Park in New York or something. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, one of our favorite things to do is to get group coordinators out here for site visits to take a look around, which we really push people to do that because it's hard to describe it, but once you see it, you're like, oh, this is amazing. Because the other thing that we also have is our over in the Emerald Forest, we also have a pavilion for groups over there, and that's the water park side. And that's really great because it puts you in the water park. You know, you're right there with access to all the great slides already. It's where a lot of people want to be, especially around that lunchtime. You can eat and then go hit slides. And, you know, we're somewhere in that 250 range for groups down in that. And that we have more meals that we've kind of custom built. Our food and beverage team has custom built. I say we, I had nothing to do with that. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah. So we've got a few other options that are different than down at the other end.
Like
so
what?
Well, we've got like a Hawaiian buffet where it's like chicken and pineapple, and there's also a hamburger meal. Can't remember the names off the top of my head. We kind of just
kind of unique names.
We kind of just got those. But we've got a few different options. That's the one thing we get from groups occasionally. They're like, okay, we've done the barbecue buffet, the conductor meal quite a few years in a row. Is there something different? So it's like, okay, well, we can get you down here,
That's
different
cool.
menu, different location. And it's also a shaded spot for your group too.
Well, and you get that pavilion for the whole day?
We rent that one. Yeah, so a little bit different where you can get it for the whole day.
That's cool.
I mean, you can get all of them for the whole day if you really want to. We'll rent spaces to you.
Oh, we'll do it.
But the water park is so busy, typically trying to find spaces at a premium, right? And so to have a shaded spot with really nice furniture in there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
furniture's
loungy.
great. There's lounger. Yeah, there's fire pits. It's really a nice place, not just to eat, but then you can come back and relax and kick back.
Yeah.
Take your afternoon nap if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it a home base. 'Cause I know everybody's looking
seriously.
for like that home base spot.
Yeah, you leave your stuff
Leave your
there.
stuff.
Yeah, you can leave a few items. So it's a perfect spot. So
Yeah.
we can do a lot of different things. That's why I love working at family-owned properties because I've always been taught that the answer is yes. You know, what is the question? And the question is, can we do this?
Yeah.
And it's like, we can do a lot of unique things around here where, you know, you work at a big company owned by a corporation far away, and sometimes people want to do something unique, and it's like, well, I got to run this through corporate, or I got to run it up the ladder. You hear that a lot. Around here, it's like, I can make a call. Hey, can we do this? Yes, we can do that. And then it's just, you get the ball rolling a lot easier. So
A lot more personalized.
go ahead and throw some curveballs
Yeah,
at
I was
us.
gonna
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting thing you've ever gotten?
Definitely park buyouts are one of the things where it's like, we don't necessarily have a park buyout program set up, but if a group calls and they're like, we want to come just us for a park buyout, the answer is yes. It's just a matter of finding the right day and time and what rides do you want open and what our staffing looks like. So we'll figure it out and we'll come up with a price and it might, you know, we're not going to give you a Saturday in July. We're going to give you we're going to give you a weekday in May when we're not already open because we've already put it out there that we're going to be open on these certain days, so we can't just close the park for a private group. But if you've got a private group, give us a call because we will figure it out. And we've done that. We have done that. We've done several of them since I've been here that work out great. I mean, how cool is that? We've got the park to ourselves. It's just us.
Yeah.
That's bragging rights right there.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk about a memorable experience.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
You totally feel like a superstar in that case.
So if someone wants to book the pavilion in the water park, how do they go about doing that?
They would just give us a call, and really we just need the date. And we got to make sure, our pavilions on the south end of the park. That's we've got 5 of them, so we're in good shape down there. But the water park one, we just have the one. We also have a public one next to it that we can use as an overflow. But the biggest thing is we need the date, just to make sure that it's available, because we already have it rented out quite a few times this summer. So as soon as we know the date, we can hold it for them and get the ball rolling and get it all contracted and get you set up.
Yeah. And they call your group sales line.
Yep. Yeah. Group sales line, 216 3400 4300.
208 216 4300. There you go.
4300, not 3400. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know where that would go.
Try that. Let me know.
Or you can email groups
at silverwoodthemepark.com.
Yeah.
Just let us know what you need.
Yeah. And they'll get back to you real fast.
Yeah.
But in addition to group sales, you also head over guest relations and front gate. So tell me about how do you run that? How does that evolve since you've taken that over?
Yeah, so that was kind of in that COVID range where it was like, okay, there's not a lot of groups coming in, so why don't we put Steve working at the front gate, which I've learned a lot in the last. I think I've been working at the front gate for. I don't know when COVID was. I don't even know.
5 years.
5 years,
100 years ago now. But so I took over guest relations and the front gate, and I have amazing managers that help out oversee those two different departments. And the front gate is both those departments are pretty big projects, right? I mean, the guest relations includes the call center, which they do tens of thousands of phone calls during the season. You can imagine when I go in there, it's just phones are ringing like crazy, and the emails are coming in, and we have a chat program that we use that people are chatting with everybody and responding to emails, and just it's a busy spot for sure.
What's the number one question someone asks during the season?
During the season, it's probably something like, what time are you open, or are you open on this day? This time of year, it's I'm trying to book a cabana or RV are the two biggest questions right now. A lot of ticket questions, a lot of people just asking questions about where do I get my tickets, or how do I log into my account, that kind of stuff. Just taking care of all those details. The guest relations, that call center position is really tricky because you pretty much have to know everything about the park. Right. You know, it's like, okay, you don't just get to know this one section that you're working in. You've got to know all of the details. Yeah. So
I've trained myself by going into the guest services little area to see what questions have been asked and how they answer them. And that's helped me so much, just seeing how they're closing those tickets and, you know, what those responses are and the correct way to say them. And so it's amazing. They know everything. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. They're really
yeah,
good.
it's amazing.
A lot of times I'll get stumped in the park. Somebody will ask me, I'm like, I'll be right back. And I go into the hey, you guys.
I mean, you name it. They know it.
They know everything. It's amazing. And, you know, that's why it's important to have a lot of returners in that role. But we get new people in there, and it's like, okay, get ready, because you got to know the answer to everything.
Right.
Like, just get ready. And then, you know, our guest relations department also spills over into our information center. When you walk in and go across the tracks, right there by Lindy's, we've got our information center. That's part of our guest relations department too. And same thing, they got to know everything down there. And that's where you rent strollers and wheelchairs and ECVs and get set up for the day. You can buy your cash band there and ask all sorts of questions, and they get every question, like which way's the water park,
right?
Or, you know,
things that we kind of assume everybody knows, but then realize, oh wait, no, maybe they don't. So.
Yeah,
right, because we're here every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
it's tricky.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and I know they've helped me in a million ways.
Yeah.
So you're doing great with your team. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
I'm very lucky. Yeah. And the front gate, it's like, that's a whole nother, you know, it's a whole nother story. And the great thing is we all work together. There's a lot of overlap between group sales and front gate and guest relations. We all kind of work together on this whole like ticketing, customer service program that we've got going. So we move employees around. We cross-train stuff between front gate and guest relations. Because the front gates, they need to know everything too. I mean, we all need to know pretty much everything here at the park. And the front gate, we talk about it a lot. You know, we're the first impression for guests when they're coming. So we need to be smiling, we need to be taking care of everybody, and we need to be knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So make sure you're taking care of guests when they get there, because they come through parking. We're the first line, right? We're the very first ones. Then you go through bag check, and then it's us again at the front gate taking tickets. Our group window, that's where the groups check in. That's all right there. And then our season pass desk. You can buy tickets. So everything can happen right in that front gate area.
I know I get it a lot. People talk about Wesley.
That's just what I was thinking
Wesley.
too.
So can you tell everybody who Wesley is and
Yes.
why do people talk about him so much?
Wesley is a legend, the nicest guy you've ever met. And we put him in the same spot, podium 1 on the far left. He has a Santa Claus look to him. So when you walk up, just look for a guy that kind of looks like Santa Claus, and that's going to be Wesley. Yeah. And he's the friendliest guy. He'll sing your kids happy birthday when they come through the line. And I'm standing there like, Wesley, we're backed up. We gotta get people through. And he's like, no, I gotta take care of this kid. You know,
so good.
He's so friendly with people. And there are people who will wait in line and move to his line, even if it's longer, just to go through and experience a Wesley
He's
interaction.
a local celebrity.
He's
he really
amazing.
is.
Yeah. And he comes back every year, and he's just the nicest guy.
How many years has he been here?
Oh,
You know?
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
As
Since-
long as I've been at the front gate, he's
Did he
been
come
up
with the
there, so a long
train?
time.
He might have came with the train. I don't know. And if you want to read more about Wesley, there's actually a blog post in the Silverwood Express blog all about Wesley that was written this year. And I don't think any of our blogs got that much traction.
No.
I mean, people love Wesley.
Oh, and
Yeah.
he's always got an idea, like different ways to improve the park
Yeah.
and different ideas for me. Every time I walk by, hey, Steve, get over here.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, go ahead. Like, he's earned it. He's earned the right to give me as many ideas as you've got.
Well, that's the thing is like that front gate area is that first line of people like making or breaking their day, right? And so when they see someone who's so happy, so excited, welcome to Silverwood, I hope you have a great day. And that's Wesley for sure. I mean, every time someone comes up to him, they leave him with a smile.
Yeah.
Right?
And vice
And so-
versa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he's
good.
the coolest. Yeah.
Cool.
He really,
And I get
really
excited. This is the time of year where we're all kind of excited to see our employees coming back and
Yeah.
the seasonal staff show up. And he's one of the people I'm like, I can't wait to see Wesley.
I saw him the other day.
You did?
I did
Did
see him
you?
in HR. I saw him. I was like,
He's
oh,
back.
we are ready for the year now.
Yeah.
It's April.
Yeah.
I smell another podcast guest.
I think we should.
Oh, he would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
He'd be
definitely
really
gonna
fun.
Yeah, that's
He's
awesome.
a good one.
Yeah.
What
Well,
else do we got?
I think we have a game to play.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we play this
Let's
game?
play this game.
Steve, how competitive are you?
I don't know.
Did you know Steve ran track in college?
I did run track in
I
college.
know he loves his golf game.
Which
Yes.
I do. I wish I played golf in college.
And a proud alumni of
Eastern Washington University. Go Eagles. No one believes I ran track because I do not look like. No one believed me when I was running track. They'd be like, wait, I thought you were a coach.
Oh, Steve. Well, this is your moment to I guess.
so he is competitive
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
moment.
At running.
Okay.
I
At
might
running.
run right out of here. yes.
Right.
Are you
Okay.
competitive on the course?
On the golf
is it more
course?
fun?
No, depends on who I'm
Yeah.
playing with. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I got some buddies, I'm very
He's
competitive.
Did you get out
or
this
his daughter.
weekend?
Or my daughter.
Yeah.
Did you get out this
Beat me.
weekend?
We played 3 holes. My daughter and I played 3 holes last night, and she beat me. in
Oh.
those 3 holes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's getting close.
You also know that Steve was a former stand-up comedian.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Truly.
What?
Yeah, semi-pro. I'm not going to say I was any good at
Semi-pro, he
it.
says.
I'm not going to say I was any good at it, but I did spend a few years working on
Is
that.
there video of this somewhere?
I don't know.
There
Probably.
is, there is, and you'll never see
Oh,
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
find it.
yeah.
I'm gonna find it.
If you want a good night's sleep, I'll give it to
There
you.
you
Okay.
It'll knock you right
It's
out.
so good. Well, this game.
okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
what
going
are
to
we
explain
playing?
this game. So this game, I don't know if you played this game. It's called Snake Oil. Have you heard of this game?
No, but no. I
No,
don't think so.
but it's
I
definitely
can
a
guess what
it's
it
a
is.
sales pitchy game,
Yeah.
right? So what this is going to do, I'm going to bring Amanda. She's our producer. I'm going to bring her in. She's going to be our customer. And so, Amanda, you are now welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Amanda.
Oh, I thought she was coming in.
No, she's not coming.
No,
I was like,
I'm
over
not.
there.
Over.
She's staying over there. So Amanda's going to be the customer, and she has a different customer profile for each. We're going to play 3 rounds. Okay. How this works is I have a hat full of nouns.
Okay.
Each of us are going to pull 2 nouns, and you're going to combine them into one. This is going to be like one product.
Okay.
So whatever it may be, the 2 become one thing, and we are selling this one made up thing to the customer.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So she will give us that, and then we will start with one person, and we'll do 3 rounds. Each one of us has a turn to start, but we will all sell to the customer, and then the next round we'll change the customer, and then we'll do the 3rd customer. Make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's the 2nd and 3rd customer?
It's all Amanda, but she just changes her profile.
Oh, okay.
She changes her profile of who she is.
Got it.
So let me grab the hat.
Visually, is she going to look any different? Or
Like, is
I
she
don't know.
wearing the mullet
I
wig?
can't really see
That's
right
what I
now
wanna know.
anyway. So, Amanda,
Yes.
give us your what are you first?
So my first customer is a magician.
A magician. So
magician.
draw two out of this hat.
I'm going first. So
Well, we're all gonna draw.
So I'm selling to Nick
We're
Norton.
gonna all draw. Yeah.
So
And you're
Nick.
putting these 2 things together. You can look at them.
Okay.
And how long do you guys each have?
We each have 20 seconds to do our little elevator pitch. Okay. Does that make sense? We got it?
Well, mine are tricky.
They're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be tricky.
They don't go together. Okay.
No. You got to be creative with this one. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'll go first on this one just so we have it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So I have, for Nick Norton, the magician, I am selling you the train loop. The train loop is what I am selling you. I'm going to start the 20 seconds. What is the train loop, you might ask? The train loop is the very first of its kind imaginary loop that the train gets to go through. And it looks like the train is actually floating in the air. And so when the train goes through this loop, it's actually an invisible track that the train is on that shows that the audience can't see, but Nick Norton can make this train go upside down and in a loop with the train loop.
Okay, so Jordan won. So next round, let's do the next round.
Next we go to Sarah. Sarah, what do you have for us?
Okay, Nick Norton, I am selling to you carousel fireworks.
Ooh, here we go.
And go. And the reason you want this product is obviously is going to bring fireworks. Who doesn't love fire during a good magic show? But when it's coming out of like horses' mouths while they're going in circles, it's just going to be spectacular. Imagine yourself in the middle of all of these horses with fireworks bursting out of their mouth, and you're just staying still in the middle. And I still don't even know what else.
So we're good. Wow, you got fireworks. That was
fireworks.
good.
I know. Carousel.
I'm adding fireworks to mine.
I can't wait. Okay, Steve. That was pretty good. Okay, Steve, what do you got for us?
I have locker audience.
Maybe it's an audience locker.
Or audience locker.
Audience locker.
And here
no
we
idea
go.
what I'm going to say here. Mr. Norton, I know you're a magician. You do a great job. But the only thing you're missing right now is an audience locker, which I realize you don't know what that is, but you are going to love it. It combines 2 fantastic words, audience and locker, and it makes things much better for a show. Like, magicians love it.
All right.
But what is it?
I really thought you were going to go in a different
It's a
way with that.
mystery.
We're working on that.
It is
Yeah.
mystery. I mean, it's magic.
It's a magic show improvent tool.
Okay, got
He
it.
can't explain it because then it wouldn't be an illusion
Oh
anymore.
my gosh, the audience locker. Okay.
Right. Well,
Magician, what do we say?
as a magician, I think I'm going to have to go with Sarah.
Oh, Sarah gets that one.
Fireworks.
Oh gosh.
This game is
She got
rigged.
Fireworks. Throw
Out
this
of
on
the
the
horse's
ground.
mouth. Woo!
Okay, everybody, draw their next.
Oh, game
draw
on.
their next one.
How about audience locker fireworks?
Well,
Oh, wait, I got 3.
buy
yeah,
that?
3 and put one back and don't look at it.
I'm not going to look.
I also got 3.
Okay.
Okay. I got
Okay, so for this round, I'm going to be a train robber.
Ooh, the train robber. That's always a good one. Okay, so I am not going first this time. Oh man, I didn't get a good one this time. So now we're gonna go. We're gonna go with Sarah. Sarah, you get to go first on this one.
All right.
What do you have for us?
All right, Big Joe and Dynamite Dan, I've got a drop tower slide. And the reason I'm selling this to you is it's going to make your safety so much better. You don't got to jump. You can just slide right into that train and rob as many people as you absolutely want. You're going to be speedier. You're going to be faster. There's no dropping. There's no jumping. There's no fear. You can just be fearless and you'll never lose your gun.
Oh, wow. Where'd that come from?
Great clothes.
Oh, man. Great clothes. Okay.
It was fun. I have no idea what I'm going to say before the timer starts.
Okay.
I'm just as excited to hear it as
a drop. What was it again?
A drop tower slide.
A drop tower slide. Oh, my gosh. Okay. She's just getting lucky right now because that was a good one. Yeah. Okay, Steve, what do you have for us?
I have a roller coaster safety bar. This is very exciting.
Here you go.
I've always wanted to sell a roller coaster safety bar to someone who needs it. I mean, we all love the word safety. That keeps people safe, right? That's the most important thing that we're working on. And this is a roller coaster safety bar that people are going to love. It comes in a variety of colors. You can make it sparkly if you want. You can design it. We can put different colors. Oh, I already said colors. Dang it.
It's still good.
I'm sure Dynamite Dan would appreciate
I would love a little
safety bar.
Okay. My two words are an attraction souvenir. An attraction souvenir.
Okay.
So, an attraction souvenir. As train robbers, you're always looking for the next hot item, right? You are looking for something that nobody has. And I'm going to tell you right now, nobody has an attraction souvenir. And the attraction souvenir is so rare that there's only one in the whole world. And so if you have it, you become the greatest robber of all time.
All right.
Okay.
That was a pretty good round, you guys. But I am gonna have to go with Steve because because I feel like if you're on a roller coaster, you have to have a safety bar.
Oh, wow.
It's highly recommended.
It's needed.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's
okay.
My
Steve,
company recommends
Steve.
the
Good job.
safety bar.
Fine.
I appreciate it.
Fine. Okay, next we're gonna draw our next ones.
Okay.
And
Wait.
Amanda, you got two.
Oh, yeah.
You got two. You're trying to cheat.
I'm not cheating, I swear.
And Amanda's gonna give us our next customer profile.
Okay, for our last round, you're going to be selling to a front gate attendant.
Ooh, a front gate attendant.
Selling to Wesley?
Or selling to Wesley.
Aw.
And Steve gets to go first this time.
All right, Steve.
What do you got for us, Steve?
I have restaurant show.
A restaurant show. Easy.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, Wesley, I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant show, but we have the best one on the planet. You've never seen a restaurant show like this. We have fireworks. We have we have audience lockers. We have a variety of safety bars for your roller coasters. There's a lot of exciting things going on with our restaurant show.
Wow. Just threw everything into one.
Steve.
Just throw it all.
Good
All
job.
in the kitchen
I'm
sink.
even stealing other people's. Yeah.
That's a grand finale right there.
Okay. Mr. Wesley, for you, I have the tunnel harness.
Oh.
The tunnel harness.
Okay.
And guess what? We're lucky because we have a tunnel that you have to walk through to get to Silverwood. And with the tunnel harness, if someone doesn't have the correct ticket, they get the tunnel harness, which allows them to leave through the tunnel and not actually make it into the park because the length of the tunnel harness does not actually go through the gates. You are restricted to the tunnel until you leave the park.
That's so great. I just see like a kid on a leash.
I think it was like a bungee, like,
I
whoops,
picture it.
boom.
Boom, right back. Sorry.
Okay.
I want a tunnel harness.
Yeah.
The tunnel harness. Go ahead, Sarah. You have something super easy again, or what?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, Wesley. We know how much you love to sing happy birthday to our guests
no.
as they enter through the park. I've got a prize balloon. But this prize balloon is not just like any balloon. It's an extra special balloon. It's also got fireworks that come out of it while you sing happy birthday. You can hand this to every single child, and it's got your face on it, Wesley. It's got your face on it. So they're never going to forget. You can even autograph it. It is your prize balloon, Wesley. This is why you want it, because your birthdays will go down in history.
so but what's the prize part?
the prize balloon. You give it as a prize to the birthday
the
people.
balloon itself is the prize.
It is a prize balloon.
I thought that you were going to go the way of like you pop the balloon and there's a prize inside of it.
Well, no, Wesley's face on the balloon
Is the prize. And the fireworks somewhere in there too.
Yeah, those come out. Yeah.
The Wesley prize balloon.
Okay.
I think we should do that.
make it. Yeah.
That's going to be a thing.
We should really make him his own balloons that he can pass out.
Oh man. All we have is Wesley balloons around the park.
That's not
Our new mascot.
Yeah.
Wesley.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay.
No, wait, I don't like that because that's me.
Oh yeah. You're
sorry.
you're
Yeah.
everywhere.
You're the silhouette.
Let's not get carried away here.
the chicken chasing silhouette.
Okay. Front gate attendant.
Front gate attendant. Yes. This is really hard. I'm torn.
I don't even remember what mine was.
What?
Yours was
Oh,
the
restaurant
restaurant show.
That just made it that much easier.
It's not the restaurant show, right?
It's apparently not
No.
the restaurant show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the prize balloon.
Oh. So that means what? That Sarah wins this whole thing?
Sarah wins.
No.
Good job, Sarah.
Where's my little happy bell? Give me my happy bell.
Good job. She
And a
got
new
lucky
product.
with all the easy ones.
No. Maybe.
I had that easy audience locker one. That was
In the audience locker. There's so many ways.
Audience locker.
We still don't know what it
figured
is.
Nick Norton would put the audience in the locker
And then,
they
yeah,
disappear.
that's what I thought we were going with it too.
Yeah, that's kinda what
that
I
could have
thought,
worked.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I needed more time.
It's okay.
I didn't quite get there.
All right. Thanks, Amanda.
So, Steve, if you're ever looking for somebody to help out over there,
Yeah. Appreciate
you know.
Sell the
Oh, what's
Wesley
that?
balloons.
Oh, I think I hear an ice cream truck.
Yes, this
Steve,
is the ice cream
This is
truck.
the inside scoop. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
No. Okay, now I'm ready.
You ready
ready?
now?
Yeah.
Very important question
All
to
I'm
ask
thinking
you.
about is ice cream, but okay.
Well, that's okay. Welcome to the show. It's normal around
Yeah, we
here.
always do this right before lunch.
Yeah.
We're always thinking about ice cream.
So hungry. What is one super secret insider tip that if you could give our loyal listeners, kind of in terms of what you do here at the park, what would it be?
I don't know if I have any super secret ones, but one that I think people miss is that our main street during peak season, during the summertime, our main street opens at 10 a.m. and the tunnel gate to get into the courtyard opens around 9.
Okay.
We try and
There
get
you
that
go.
open at 9, and then we start taking tickets right then too. And so the biggest thing is that if you've got a big group, or if you're just coming here with your family and it's not a group, you don't necessarily have to book that. You've got 4 people. Get here early. Like, there's things to do. You can go to the front coffee house and get a cinnamon roll, and you can get something for breakfast, and you can, and then Main Street opens at 10 o'clock, and you can go into Main Street, and we've got shops open, and you can go into the candy store, and there's things to do to make your morning much more relaxing.
Yeah.
And I think people see that we open at 11 o'clock, and they show up at 11 o'clock, and that's when you end up in a nice line, and it gets a little bit. It takes a little bit longer to get into the park. It's so much more relaxing if you just get here around 10:30. I tell friends all the time, I'm like, just get here at park at 10, and you're gonna really enjoy your arrival on that day. So that's my biggest piece of advice. It's not super secret, but it is really good advice.
No,
If you're coming out here on a Saturday in July and August, get here at 10:15,
or earlier.
Or earlier. Yeah, feel free
Just
to get here at
knowing that
9:30.
tunnel opens at 9.
Yeah.
That's really good stuff right there. So
So it just makes for a much better day when you get that really good start to the day.
When is the courtyard at its busiest? Like, when is the peak time for people to be in the courtyard to try to get into the parks?
I'm gonna say in that, it starts at 10:45, 11, somewhere in there when we really start to pick up. And then it starts to die off around 11:45. So that's another thing I tell friends. I'm like, either get here at 10:30 or get here at 12.
Yeah.
If you're coming on a really, and we know what the really busy days are. It's those July and August Saturdays. That you want to get there at one of those 2 times, and it gets you through parking much easier. And the people who come here a lot, they know to get here.
Yeah.
A lot of season pass holders are coming through the front gate at 10:15.
Yeah.
They know, and you hop in line, and those are the people who are getting their preferred spot when they're going to the water park, and they get their stuff all set up, and So that's my biggest piece of advice that I give friends and family. And now I'm giving to everyone.
Aw,
You're so generous.
So sweet. Oh, my goodness.
As the front gate guy, that is the advice I want.
Steve's job a
I
little
would
bit
prefer
easier.
everyone started showing up at 10:15. Well, maybe not everyone. That's a little much.
It
But
might make it
a lot
little
of
bit
you.
rough,
That's a
but
great little scoop right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little sprinkle to his scoop.
Okay.
Because going in and doing your shopping and everything, for those who might not have listened to previous episodes, you've got that package express. So you can go do your shopping and we'll hold your bags for you. You don't have to carry them around the park all day. So that's another cool thing that I didn't know coming into this job, and I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, and then you also have your roller coaster alley entrance that when it does get busy, you open that out to the public.
Yeah.
But I think people get confused when that's open and they see like only 2 lines and they go and stand in them. But really the faster lines is to go through those main gates.
Yeah. Those are always going to move. A lot of people see the lines a little bit shorter, but I go over to people and I say, this is only 2 ticket takers. That way there's 8 ticket takers.
Yeah.
So that way is going to go faster. And we don't open that roller coaster alley line until about 11, right? The park has to be open for us to open that. If you see that roller coaster alley open at 10:15 or 10:30, that means it is a private group. And we have a sign up that shows that it's closed for a private group. But when it's open really early, that's a roller coaster alley private group.
Yeah.
Great insider tip.
Yeah.
I think that was a triple scoop.
Yeah, I think so too.
A triple scoop.
Great job, Steve. Thanks so much
you.
for being a part of the Silverwood Show podcast
You're
this
welcome.
week. And to everyone listening, don't forget to sign up as a loyal listener at silverwoodthemepark.com/podcast. We'll see you next week. And that's a wrap on this week's ride. Thanks for tuning in to the Silverwood Show. If you had a blast, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share the fun with your fellow thrill seekers. Got a question, story, or suggestion? Send it our way to podcast@silverwoodthemepark.com for a chance to be featured in our Mail Train segment. Until next time, keep your hands and feet inside the podcast and stay thrilling.
Let's go again! Silverwood, come join the